Do high-level hitmen actually exist in real life? Plot twist. Those rich guys don't use high-level anything. They hire the bottom of the barrel. Dude, not even 50% of murders get solved. Save some money and do it yourself. Comedy. High level doesn't mean much, just some guy from the favela. Homicide worker, please. Hitman is offensive. Woody Harrelson's father is a convicted professional killer. His mother's maiden name also happens to be Oswald. Coincidentally. Yeah, every now and then you hear about a journalist committing suicide by shooting themselves in the head 4 times. So I assume there are humans that are performing these executions. David Kelly, an expert on WMDs, comes to mind. After testifying against the invasion of Iraq, he was suicided shortly afterwards. Watching a movie like The Mechanic puts it in mind that if someone is doing their job right, you might not even think it's a murder. Probably the type of person that orders a hit wants everyone to know what went down. Though, anyway, a lot of that stuff is done by the US with heavy ordnance now. There is also the remote-controlled machine gun the Israelis used in Iran as well. Crime orgs like drug cartels or the IRA have hitmen. If you were in the know with these groups, I would imagine you could get one done. Plus, if you really wanted to destroy somebody's life, there are better ways than killing them. Check out the death of Mahmoud al-Mabhouh. He was a Hamas leader who was found dead in his hotel room in UAE in 2010. After piecing various videotapes together, UAE authorities believe he was killed by a hit squad, possibly from Israel. Granted, that is not the same as a hitman. They don't have footage of the actual event itself. But the theory of the case is that these folks arrived in UAE from various countries using fake passports, changed their appearance, met up at the hotel. A couple of them got into the hotel room and did the hit while others kept watch in the hallway. Got it done, locked the door behind them and took off. They were like wearing regular clothes and just chilling in the elevator. Took off to the airport and left. They determined they used burner phones and numbers routed through Austria. As far as I know, Israel has been pretty mum on the case. You can find videos of the whole thing put together with timestamps and analysis. Anyways, the movie The Irishman is at least partially based off a book called I Heard You Paint Houses, a reference to splattering a house with blood from a hit, written by a guy as told by Frank Sheeran, who was a killer for the mob. He did this tell-all thing before he died. He claimed to have killed Hoffa, but at least one mob affiliate has publicly said it wasn't him. There you go. Good luck pursuing your righteous goals. If true crime videos on YouTube have taught me anything, it's that all hitmen for hire and underage girls willing to chat about sex to old dudes are police officers. Well, I'm pretty sure if you had heard of them, they wouldn't be very good hitmen, but I'm sure they exist. No, they've done studies on this. Basically, if they exist, they're so good that it's impossible to prove they exist, but there's not enough deaths to really warrant it. As you can see from the deaths in Russia, you don't need super soldiers who've been training their entire life to kill people. You just need media that won't investigate and goons who will throw people out of windows for a living wage. Governments have been doing this all over for decades, even centuries. In Argentina, you'd be arrested, then taken out on a plane and dropped in the ocean miles from the shore with your hands cuffed and a bag on your head. Yay, what you need. As if anyone on Reddit has any clue. They're not like in the movies, cold and brooding with a suit and a silencer pistol. They're usually pretty loud. One or a couple of loud pops on the street via drive-by. Not in the sense of the agents from Hitman. Are Nick Cage and Bangkok dangerous? There are professional hitmen out there. But they aren't nearly so professional. Yes, but they don't look like how you think they would. They look very regular and dress very inconspicuously. Forgot to mention it is very common in Latin America for the cartels, terror cells in Asia, and many intelligence agencies. There are some in the US and Western Europe, but very rare, and they do it very covertly. They rarely kill with bullets. Mostly accidental deaths that are extremely hard to solve. Dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap. Yes, they are called special ops. But they don't exist outside of governments. The transaction risks of freelancing are too high. In the sense that there are people who do it regularly. It seems certain. There's definitely enforcers and muscle and various goons relying on murders not done by immediate family being tough to solve. And some folks who are capable of covering their tracks a bit. In the sense that there's a club if exclusive. Elite. Untraceable independent hired killers? Probably not.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.